Hello, my name is Geoff here with me now. It's Monday, October 20th. We're a mere 13 days, 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 13 seconds from game day. Ugh. So that's, what are we doing? What are we starting at? 1 p.m. We're going to start on Saturday, November 2nd. I believe the official start is 12 noon. I'm going to aim to get the goofs going early, but, you know, I figure 1 p.m. is a nice start for us to have our lunch, have our hellos, get situated. You know, the stream will probably be up early is what I'm saying, but, we're gonna German suplex some people to hell, as we do. Tuna's down here, his camera's on, but he's currently, you know, off in the other place in the basement, and that's his choice, is just a little guy. We'll let him have it. Alright, 3, 2, 1, we're jamming. Ugh. Alright, so we got hot steps going. Hurry for us.
Yeah, hot steps.
Hot steps, Zell. Hey, haven't seen you in a while. How's it going?
Yeah, it's been busy, but only when you've been streaming.
I mean, you got your kindly partner living with you now, so fair enough if that's what you're up to. I'm not gonna judge. I live with Midge, you know? Sometimes I just hang out with Midge.
Yep. We are actually going to a theme park later.
Ooh.
Ride some roller coasters and things of that nature.
Lovely. So I don't know if you caught last night, but I was hanging out with Josh, and he discovered I didn't snap the weld on the previous stepper. The metal failed. Because you could see the weld was still there. It was the metal it was welded to that snapped off. So, yeah, that was concerning to see.
It's a pawn shop.
Huh?
And I like the flowery shoes there. Interesting to look at.
Oh, thank you. You know, I got a new pair. The other ones, I think they were done because the tread wasn't worn, but the little grippy nubbies on the tread were completely smooth. So I said it's probably time to get a new pair.
The owner said it was all merchandise and that he'd sue if they tried
Probably good for safety.
Yeah, given that things happen down here that are not safe. You know, try and keep it as safe as I can. Just trying.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish they'd do
That's why, you know, we're gonna start upping our times to 75 minutes from 60. You know, as we get closer. This is.
In the neighborhood.
I realized my last week of work. Gonna be taking the week after off to just really, you know, hit it hard for marathon drumming up. You know, I feel like we can get that 350 before we start the game game. I think store needs shelving, like a certainly legally distinct colored shop. Joe, indeed. You know, it's more of a junk shop. It's all right. I'm gonna sit this one out. I see a man with a trash can lid. He's weak to suplexing. Wow, we'd be a fool not to do it. And there goes his neck.
Let's go.
Yeah, we'll let him just smash him in the face. Adachi's, you know, he's just an old man. His solution is simple but effective. What if I just hit you in the face? Can't argue with results. Hey, got another trash can man. No. Missed the club. So, an umbrella guy is weak to a flaming club. Makes sense. Are we also weak to suplex? We sure are. Nailed it. Berserker, very DQ. Absolutely. Yeah, get that cuppa. I had water and yogurt. It was good. My primary meal is going to come when I'm done stepping steps in 71.5 minutes from now. Yeah. I'm gonna use that blender. I'm gonna put a bunch of crap in it. I'm gonna drink that crap. It's gonna be great for me. I'm gonna be doing so well.
So Ben's been playing this on stream as well.
I know. How's he liking it?
He is enjoying it. Every now and again, he'll stop and play a different game for a bit, and then go back to it. He found apparently this last stream a hidden secret casino inside a bathroom.
Okay. I would say, how could he possibly not find that? That fool. But you know, if you're not fully Dragon Quest brained or Yakuza brained, because there is overlap here. You know, why would you think that there'd be, like, the weird Inspector Gadget, James Bond potty that's not a potty? It's fair. Easy to miss. The casinos are always good in these, much like DQs, if you're willing to commit the time fraud, you can get some real good weapons. Like, as you might recall, during Infinite Wealth, which we're probably going to switch to next week, we wasted a whole bunch of time save scumming... Is it blackjack, I think? Or poker? At the Prologue Casino. And we got a bat that basically carried us through the whole game.
I seem to remember that, yes.
Yeah. It's the, you know, classic make a save state. Bet all the chips that you have. If you win, save over it. If you don't, reload. And, you know, after a while, you just keep doubling up. The Yokohama Pink Panthers.
What?
Yeah, because it has many not potties, Joe, you're right. It's your fault, we did a crime. Gotta say, the weird grazed jacket the fella on the right has, I'm kinda into. Like the bomber, not bomber. I'd wear it. I'd put it on, you know, go outside. It's almost like that members only beige. Bro, are you a cop? You gotta tell me if you're a cop, bro.
Hey.
It's in the rules.
I mean, we all know anything about the police is that they love following rules. Can't get enough of it.
Oi.
I got fired for not being crooked enough, which is essentially what happened. Ooh. Zell, I think these boys want to be dropped on their heads with a released German suplex. Yeah.
It does seem to be something that they were angling for today.
Stand a chance. Yeah.
All right. Oh, we're Namba first. All right. Blow up, find this guy. Pro pickpocket. He's gone. All right. I feel like I'm gonna take out their leader. Show him, you know, we mean business. Almost suplexed him on the bike. That would have been real good. Alas.
Break an entry, man. Okay.
You might say we broke the entry, man. Wah, 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 wah. Both Yakuza games had a cop taking down crooked cops. Yeah. I mean, what's his name? I don't know him because I didn't play the first one. Damn. He wears the cool trench coat. Anyway, he shows up in Infinite Wealth. Yeah, he's the one cop that ain't crooked in Tokyo.
Oh.
I think he's a detective, though. I think it's supposed to be he's more like a PI. So he kind of gets... Technically, yes, but not cop. Spiritually cop? Spiritually cop. Date,
Sure,
that's the
not?
guy. Date-san. That's him. See? It's all in here. Date's Kiryu's buddy, Joe. That's who I was trying to think of. The new norm is absolutely you're going to be reaping what you sowed. Harachi. Let him come, I'll club him in the face. He's got a stick that gives off frost, so he's probably going to be okay. Now let's go get that job.
Ooh, it.
I believe we're going to be working at an old folks' home. Safe. Can I open you?
Should I open it?
Yeah.
Got it.
A rugged cane. Well, we have better cane.
Yes.
Kuna has still been trying to figure out how he feels about his new stuffed animal friends. He goes and investigates them, but, overall, he's unsure. So we just, leave him in the top there for him to, go say hello to if he decides. He's currently in front of the fridge on the little tuna bed taking a nap. Who's to say the owner can't do janitation and sanitations?
Thanks.
His name tag says owner. He runs the joint, Zell.
Huh? Hey.
Party? How quaint. Sounds like Dragon Quest. Youngster? Sir, he's in his 40s. I too am into these draconic quests, you see? They've got kinship, Zell. Common ground.
Here you go.
I gotta follow the rules. The jobs aren't gonna be so smashy. Or are they?
Or are they?
No. Kasuga would not call it Dragon Warrior because it was never called Dragon Warrior over there. Took me a while to, beat the old DW out of my head, but I did. That is what they were called. Life's just a big role-playing game. Oh, boy. An ex-cop, a bum, and a fired cop. What could they have as Jorgs? Best I got is nurse, security guard, and janitor.
Oh.
Ichiban knows quite a bit about Zoplans, for you see, he grew up in a Zopland. Wah, wah, wah.
Huh?
Gotta build up work history. Go clean the loads. That's what they're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
The owner's a little eccentric, and he's absolutely gonna become a beloved and featured character in the Ichiban arc, fork, whatever you want to call it, of the series. Just wait till we get to Infinite Wealth and we learn about his backstory. It's a little tragic, but there we go. Yep, nothing bad's gonna happen to him.
Nothing ever.
No. No bad endings. Couldn't be a thing. Never. You guys can wait. We got a bathhouse to clean up. Only so many skulls to crack. Uh-oh. So, we've met our first pervert.
He's doing a wiggle.
He just really wants us to see that hot gingham print.
What the hell's up with this guy? Just another crazy.
Some lovely blue on those boxers.
Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay,
That man
guys,
surely is a
let's do
degen
this.
from up north, Joe. You got it.
Roger.
You know, I feel a suspicious urge to drop him on his neck.
Weak. I got this. Okay.
Namba, take a knee.
Cool. Come on.
You know, he tried to resist getting his neck broken, but I don't think he resisted it all that well. Just gonna put it out there.
How sad.
Yeah. We also need to get our boys some food.
Man, what was his problem? I swear.
Problem was that
Sometimes
his neck
this
wasn't
city gets
broken. The
uglier and
solution
uglier
was
every
Ichi
step.
broke his neck.
You'll get used to it. I'd really rather not.
Looks like we've got ourselves quite the specimen.
Huh?
I knew I'd run into an unclassified sooner or later. Now let's see what data you're hiding. Scientific name.
Zelda-like pocket monster.
Turncoat titillator.
Depends on what version.
Hey,
I mean, how about the
What are you
version that Midge was
doing?
teaching me how to play where you were just choking
sorry.
everybody to death?
Been tracking a rare
Oh, hell
specimen
yeah.
around here. I might have gotten a little
You ever gonna let me choke people again?
you're.
You know, Midge has said
some
she
kind
is
of
game
researcher?
to do some more
Yes, the
sitting
name's
in,
Professor
teaching whatever
Morikasa,
stuff.
but most people call me the
We
Sujimon
have
Sensei.
the red blue. Thank you, Joe. I know what it is.
Sensei. What is that
No, I'm
exactly?
goofing. Yeah, we have the red blue. I
I
think we
guess
were
you're
playing red.
interested.
I don't know.
How about
We have
you
that one to
swing by my
continue.
lab? I can
She's got the
explain
Baba
more
Yaga
there.
game she said she'd like to
And as
continue.
thanks for helping me subdue that
I think we have a couple
specimen,
others,
I'll make you
so-
some tea or snacks.
I mean, we
or
could maybe
whatever you
make it
like.
do a little bit of time on a lot of things.
Hey, Ichiban, let's go.
Perhaps.
I don't know.
Just mix it up
They
as
seem
we
a
get
little
bored.
Sketchy to you. You won't make it in this city if you bite the hand that feeds you.
I think it's just
Besides,
making sure
I take
that
free over sketchy every day.
I have my
let's
cheat
get a move
codes
on.
ready for the Game Boy Pocket Monster. 'Cause I
Fine.
remember there was an issue where if we leveled up, everything reset. And we just needed that one character to be real strong as our
This
kind
place
of...
I call the
you know,
Sujimon Center.
bucket button.
It's a fully functional research lab.
We always need the nuclear
You
option.
mean your fully random office room?
Anyway, you came here to learn about Sujimon, did you? Allow me to explain.
Didn't you come here to learn about
Sujimon are
perverts?
monsters of men that make you super jittery, but super jittery men didn't have much of a ring to it. Hence,
Yeah, it is a center for
Sujimon.
monsters, which could fit in our pocket.
Huh?
In this
Okay,
case, a
sure,
center
it's
for
a
men
stretch,
who
but
make us super
all you need to
jittery.
know is that they're the definition of bad. Society needs
guys could ride on our back like Yoda?
men that give you the creeps and attack without warning, and that's a Sujimon.
Then you're going around collecting.
Oh,
their
Monster in My
data.
Pocket. Yeah, Joe.
Why?
No, we would never do that.
I do it for the
you know,
sake
they had the-
of world peace.
World
That or the
peace.
creepy crawlies, you know, where you had the little
This
repurposed
planet
easy bake
teems
oven
with
where
all
you
manner
poured the
of
juices in there and you
degenerates
could
and
cook up a
criminals.
rubbery
Just take a
snake or
look
bug or
around
something.
you. Now tell me, how many bad guys are out there wandering around? And how are they classified?
I remember as a kid reading my
Can you give me
Nintendo
an
Power,
answer?
and they were really talking up that Monster in My Pocket
Not when you
game
put it
where
that way.
Indeed.
plays Dracula
When
or
people ask
Frankenstein,
themselves,
and
what kind of bad guys
I don't
are
think
out
it was
there?
quite good.
How can I identify them? They're generally left to wonder. And because they're left wondering, they go up to one of these bad guys out of sheer curiosity, and often end up paying the ultimate price. That's why I'm recording who these monsters are and where they make their habitat. By doing so, I can lessen their impact on society by
I do
keeping
like
people
that
out of
Sujimon
harm's
Sensei
way.
shows back up
That
in
makes
Infinite
sense.
Wealth, just
Guess it takes a
having
sketchy
taken a
scientist
surprise
to
trip to
research sketchy
Hawaii
people.
and is
But what made you
basically
decide
dressed
to
like he's
do
going
this
to
in
a
the
Jimmy
first
Buffett
place?
concert the whole time.
Let's just say I had a rough
And his game was
past.
decent, Joe says.
The
Okay.
takeaway here is that I'm
Keep that in
contributing to
mind.
a peaceful world, and I take that very seriously.
So, how much data have you collected so far?
The thing is, every time I run into a bad guy, they always rush over to beat me down before I can gather
So
data.
I'm pretty
You
sure
might
in
say
New Game
that's
Plus,
hampered progress.
our whole
Yeah,
Sujimon
that
collection
would.
carries over. I think except for the final one, which is the sensei revealing he was the last one all along.
I could find an honest,
I think we still get to do that
slightly
fight.
reckless guy who wouldn't shy
Which
away
should
from
be
random enemy
fairly
encounters
trivial, 'cause we're
or
just gonna break
getting
his neck.
hands dirty.
Well, hope you find your guy. Let's roll, Namba.
We got a soap land to clean. We can't be looking for
Come on.
perverts.
Hear me out for a minute.
There's never been a pervert in a soap
Don't
land.
tell me you want us to collect a bunch of weirdo
Blasting mess everywhere.
Not the kind of environment
On the
conducive
head,
for
buddy.
them.
There you
No,
go.
I'm not asking you to go fight everyone you see.
It's kind of
All
like
I
when a
need
Dracula
is
goes into a
little
church. They
battle
just
data
start burning up.
whenever a
You
battle
know,
does happen.
people think it's eczema, but it's not.
Besides, I imagine two tough guys
a,
like
a
yourselves
weakness.
get into brawls fairly regularly. Yes. So I was thinking, why not?
Let me
gather
put
data
an app
while
on your
you're at
phone.
it?
I'll sideload it.
Easier
It'll be
said
great.
than done.
Perhaps, but a comprehensive Sujimon encyclopedia.
The
is
world
what
needs to
this
know about
world
every single
needs.
type of creep. Make it
How
happen.
about I throw in some completion rewards? Oh, now I see those ears perk up.
Hear that? Let's do it, Ichiban.
I guess
Get
I
some
do like
rewards.
completion rewards. Fine, we'll do it. This really does help society. I guess we all reap the benefits.
Exactly.
Oh,
Glad
Ichi,
you
he's
understand.
always looking
Let's
out for the greater
do it
good. He
then.
is.
So, how do we go about recording your data anyway?
Ah, that's simple.
He's a good boy.
This custom application
He just
I
wants
made
to
does
help.
all of the work.
Hey, we got the Suja decks. Cool.
As for how it operates, well, I think a live demonstration might best get you up to speed. Hey,
Sounds like a
time
fight.
to earn your keep.
Sounds like a fightin's. Zell,
Who are these
it's
goons?
curious. There's a
Let's just
green
say
and a
they're
red and a blue man.
assistants who specialize in
Huh.
field work.
It's like I'm
Now,
thinking
what's
about
your
the time you
favorite
just
color?
choked everybody to
Red,
death
blue, or
Hee
green?
hee.
in vine form.
Not sure where you're going with this, but
All right, who we fighting? Red, blue, green.
I am partial to the color blue, but all of the good Pokemon are green, so
Sounds like green.
let's go with green.
Joe likes green too. He has Kojima shades. There we go.
Okay then.
There we go.
Green it is. All right, you two, give Green here some backup.
We got tricked. We got to fight them all anyway.
Now,
Oh
give them a
no!
taste of what I pay you for.
Huh?
Taste.
Don't tell me you want us to fight.
Yes, in fact, I do. Every time you wallop an enemy, the Sujidex app kicks in. It records battle data.
It's an always-on
automatically.
application
That's freaking
that eats
nuts.
up your process power
Gentlemen,
and your battery,
I choose
and also,
you.
yes, your audio and
Get
video is
ready
constantly
for a
recording. What is the
Sujimon
problem,
battle.
Zell?
Fish in a
I
barrel.
mean, that's just the way the world works now, huh?
Yeah. Let's get him out of here. He just strikes me as trouble. I feel like we save Mr. Green for last.
Check this out.
Yeah. Let him feel important.
Let's go.
All right.
You wanna fight?
Yeah. Just do what you do best. Club him.
Going in.
Didn't even get to the prompt. He clubbed so hard. Well, we got some beautiful cloth and a metal broom. Yeah, Joe, I had, thankfully forgotten about Pocket Monster Go to the Polls. Thank you for
Clearly,
reminding
I
me.
chose the right people for the
I
job.
appreciate that.
Keep that up and you'll be the
Very,
best. Like
very
no
much.
one ever was.
That's kind of you. So where's the data at?
Right. Why don't you tap that app and see for yourself?
All right, we got them all. Hooray. All the creeps. Onomichio, the Sensei, Majima. Who could forget the Wrecking Ball Crane? We're great.
That's the idea. Defeat lots of Sujimon, collect lots of data. And as promised, I'll reward you for the job.
He'll give us a
Expect to get
reward.
some emails as you hit completion milestones.
Hope it's not more trouble than it's worth.
All right, only 51 more
Well,
minutes of stair
There's
stepping.
something in
Yeah.
it for us, so we might as well give it a try.
Yeah, we got this.
We're in no position to be picky.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't forget, the world's counting on you.
The world. Right.
You
All right.
gotta dispatch them all. Then you'll be the next Sujimon master.
You know, he says that, but if Infinite Wealth has taught me anything, we have all of those Sujimon battles we have to engage in. Nearly complete. Well, I guess we better go to his office, right? Alright, hang on. Soapland can wait, I suppose. Since we're such dedicated hunters, right? We owe it to ourselves. Well, we gotta get lunch. Hang on. Food, please. My friends, we need food. Ooh. We might as well get some bonus stuff, I guess. Octo, sure. Cucumber, wonderful. Oh, big old beer. Yep. This will be nice.
Who's hungry?
Me.
Finally, we're not asking nobody who wants to eat. Because we got friends.
Tasty.
Alright. Let's get to that center. And just run into traffic. Nothing silly could happen when there's cars. Totally fine and normal. I was kind of bummed out in Infinite Wealth that they took out the mechanics where you can lure enemies into just walking into the streets like a bunch of ding-dongs and getting just trashed.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, just take him out. He's wearing protective gear, but surely it protected him from nothing, as we can say.
Uh-huh.
Ichi. Oh, let's take the biggest. The WrestleManiac. Surely he has a counter for the German. No. Well, Zell, would you say death is a counter?
I mean, nobody's doing anything to him anymore, so...
Take your best shot.
Hands thrower.
There we go.
The counter is standing by stairs. There you go. You know, what if we slipped when trying to, you know, whip around the backside there? We gotta go up. Oop, hello. You'll give us something if we bother you enough. That's your gimmick. His whole thing, we just mash A over and over, and we get a goodie. So his dialogue's starting to change. We'll get this guy.
Killing me.
Fork it over. See, changing. All right. He's gonna buckle. He's gonna give us something good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Society, sanity. Well, you know, maybe he is the villain, and he doesn't realize it. You could recharge his sanity so much better if he gave us something. So what we've learned with Hiding Man is that bullying, you know, works into making him, you know, expand his vocabulary.
Stop talking.
Trying to give us the silent treatment. Mm-mm.
Stop. Stop.
Hey. Hey. What's up? Hey.
Hey, listen.
Hey, boss.
Hey, listen.
You're gonna crack. I know it. He's got nothing else to do. Come on. I don't think it was that he gave us something we can only get in new game. Like, without a reward. Oh, interesting. So, hey, here we go. Okay. Finally, we've broken through his icy demeanor. Perhaps he is truly the Thundere. And, you know, now he's going to be cool. Hey, look at that. We got a key. And we can hang out with him whenever we want. See?
Whenever you want.
Yeah, just, you know, just hanging, brother. It's good.
So itchy.
Alright. Sujimon Center. Magic booster, you say? Hey, we're back.
Oh.
Amulet, wonderful. Breeding them, no thank you.
So, good old Tire for Hire on Blue Sky was talking about this game that he had been playing recently. This Taiyaki Fabulous Museum of Fish.
Oh.
Which you can get on Itch.io, and it's a nonogram game. Are you familiar with what those are?
Yes, I have. I like to play nonograms when I gotta kill time at work.
Yeah, so basically it's a nonogram game on Game Boy Color era graphics and whatnot. And I am currently in the Museum of Fish, and I solved a puzzle, and it revealed a fish, and the sign next to it says, "This is definitely a fish." And then I solved another puzzle, and the display now shows a carrot, and the sign next to it says, "Definitely not a fish. Not at all."
True, I would agree. Joe wants us to breed Majima with a giant enemy crane. Joe, we love you. No. No. Just no.
Show me what you got.
I feel like you should have to spend the tuna points to make me drink a beer as punishment for that. Frankly.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just burp in this guy's face. What if we made the suplex even worse to him? Oh, he's weak to it. Through his desk, through his desk. Yep. The old burp in your face, eat a suplex through your desk combos, though. They never see it coming. They think, who would fight that dirty? Who's that gross?
It's a difficult thing to predict.
Joe does not have beer points. Just saved him. So as we continue to learn, suplexes solve every problem we run into. From the moment I was born, I was a dirtbag. I eat the garbage. He'd like to think he's become something of a scientist, though.
Well, you know what happens when you start thinking.
You end up going, hey, what if I became a high school math teacher? And then you're that. And it's not fun. It's quite bad.
Arigato.
Gives you some real psychic damage, you know? But now we're here on a wonderful Sunday afternoon, you know, learning about the dragons and hanging out with our butts. So, all in all, a good thing.
There you go. Alright, third display is a shrimp, looks like. Sign says, I don't think this is a fish. We don't want to get into that debate.
Shrimp is fish adjacent. I think we could agree.
Science would possibly differ with you on that.
Look, I have 3 degrees, Zell. 3 degrees that say science on them. Again, I'm something of a scientist.
Okay.
You know, I'm gonna play that card some more.
Okay.
Alright, so we got another Eye of the Dragon. Okay, HP and MP up. That's just flat stat boost. Cool. So I feel like at this point, the hot jerk move would be to continually New Game Plus. Like this, I didn't have to do this for the true Final Millennium Tower dealie. But I feel like you could New Game Plus your way into kind of getting these early things. So that's a pretty good item. I appreciate that the game doesn't make you, you know, evidence locker as much as I do in other stuff. Alright. Our actual task. The soap lamp. If we see some food along the way, we should probably grab a snack. I think the way we're approaching, we would go down the alley that has all the Chinese restaurants. I did say revenge books. Okay. Easy to forget the titles. Oh, there's food up here. Just gotta fight some weird boys. Shrimps is bugs, shrimps have exoskeletons, fishes have endoskeletons. Okay, Joe, jeez. Let's go for the punkling.
Fourth puzzle solved. It is a fishing pole with a carrot on the end of it. Sign says, wait, was that other thing a fish or what?
Oh, he got suplexed into the glass. Ugh. Chugging a 5 hour. Okay, good for you. Just do whatever.
Okay.
I feel like we saved Mr. 5 hour for Ichi. Let him know that, you know, there's no shortcuts. Performance-enhancing drugs. They're not resistant to the German suplex. See? His neck broke just like everybody else. Alright, food. The old pocket cafe. Please let me buy food. Thank you. Oop. Yeah, we'll get the liquid collection. I think that's what we need.
Who's hungry? Me. Tasty.
Yeah, you know, pound down a bunch of liquid. Great lunch. I don't think it's the famed liquid lunch that those Madison Avenue ad wizards are known for, but you know, you get a buzz. Isn't that what it's all about? Alright, here's our gross alley. Ooh, suitcase. A suitcase with an onigiri. Yum. We're here to work.
Hi, Mizuki-san. Their time is up. Okay. Go ahead and clean up the room, then count today's take.
I feel like a suitcase full of onigiri.
The faucet's stuck? Well,
the plot point from
just
like
use
an
the
Always
same
Sunny
bathwater for the
that
next
Charlie would
customer.
have. Not really knowing what it is.
I know it's dirty. Just use a bath bomb. They're behind the sink.
Maybe in the
cloudy
Jersey
enough,
Shore
we'll notice.
episode, you know, when he's collecting his sea specimens, just putting them all in a suitcase.
Hello, this is Otohime Land. Oh, Nanaha-chan. Oh, really? So you're taking the day off. But didn't you have
I
your
mean, you know,
period
Joe,
2
hey,
weeks ago?
I'm not here to police what you
You're
put in
missing
your
too much
suitcases.
work. And if your excuses
I would
are
just
true,
suggest maybe
should
you
get that
have
checked
one for
out.
the different types of onigiri you
I mean, it
have, so
sounds
it's,
like
you
a
know, you don't have to
serious
go ripping
medical
through all of
issue.
them.
And if it keeps you out of
clearly
work, how are you
label them
going to pay for your dear old dad's care, huh?
for your own ease.
Seems like your life
Oh,
would
is
be
this the
easier if
tuna
you
one?
just
Is it the
died
seaweed
already.
one? Who can tell?
But I guess
Save
that's out
time.
of your control.
You'll thank yourself later.
Are you crying? Oh, come on. I only say these things because I'm your boss.
I only tell you you're
I can't
terrible
be
at
your
your job
therapist,
because we're a
too.
family here.
But
Now
come
come
back
on
in
in.
as
We got
soon
a
as you
pizza
feel
party instead of a
better.
raise.
Okay, bye.
Joe, I'm sorry you hate him. He's going to become a
I
beloved
tell ya,
character throughout
girls
this game
these
and
days.
reappear in Infinite
So,
Wealth.
you folks are here about the job
You know,
we posted, I
running
assume?
little new establishment. If you never saw the Golden Girls, they had a
don't
sequel
think I wanna be
called Golden
employed here.
Towers.
Ditto.
A young Don Cheadle was in
Not
it.
a fan of anything I just heard.
Not a young, but
You
Cheech
out too,
Marin was
Saga?
also in it. And, well, everybody except
So,
Dorothy decided to
came
run a
all the
hotel.
way
And it's kind of
here
like that.
just
That's what
to
he does
insult
in the
me in my
sequel.
place of business? I'll have you know, Hello Work practically
In
begged
case
me
you're
to
wondering,
hire you
yes,
three.
Golden Towers
They
is up
told
on
me
Hulu to watch.
You'd be willing to do anything.
Putting that out there.
I don't care what they told you.
They also have a sassy
You
little
still
kid.
got principles.
Yeah,
It was a
I'm
time and a
grateful that
place.
Tom
You know,
Beck
you
put in
needed
a
the
good
sassy
word,
kid in the
but,
cast.
I'd pass.
Plenty
Did
of
you
other
really,
jobs
though?
out there.
Yeah,
Let's
speaking
go.
of sass, we're almost at a mere 35 minutes to go. I'm into that.
Ichiban, what's the holdup? Come on, let's go.
He's feeling
You
feelings.
heard him on the phone, didn't you? I've been to my share of back alley soap lands, but this guy's got to be the worst I've ever seen.
I've been
The
in
girls
my
don't deserve
share
that
of
kind of
back
treatment.
alley soaplands. Just want to let that one marinate.
Hey, there a problem? You better not cause any trouble here. I'll call the Yakuza. We're with the Seiryu clan, you know? The Seiryu clan? You really sure you want to start something?
This is Seiryu clan territory? Well, this just got complicated. Hey, Kasuga, we need a scram.
Well, why
Come
are you
on.
looking at me like that? I'll call them. I will.
He'll do it. Don't make him do it.
I'll take the job. I'll start anytime you want, boss. Huh? Wait, what are you doing? Based on what I just heard, you got a lot of issues here, from plumbing to personnel. You need a hand, and I've got 16 years of direct experience in this industry. I know what works in
He
these
grew up in a
places.
soap land. He's
And
got
I
this
can even
covered.
go scout some fresh talent for you. What do you say?
Yeah, but what about those two?
My friends are degenerates. They got this.
Prostitution's gotta go! No more Ichiban!
Every time I hear the protests in this game, I think about PCU when they do the hey hey ho ho, this penis party's got to go. That's the one that just goes in my head rent free. PCU, another fun one with a young Jeremy Piven who had far less hair than Jeremy Piven currently has. Just go look at him in there. It's a choice. And I'm not judging people for, you know, doing gender affirming surgeries, which is absolutely what hair plugs are. We should all be so lucky as to be able to afford the things we need. But it's very funny because he's probably late 30s or late 20s, early 30s, playing mid 20s because he's the college student rather that didn't graduate. You know, that trope. But Uba, he's got the widow's look on lock. Facially, though, looks the same. He's one of those guys that was kind of dumped out, looking 20-ish, 30-ish years old from Jump. And then he went on to play Ellen's cousin in Ellen. Think about it. Men's special interest baths. Indeed, Joe. What if men just had a special bath they could all go to together, you know, just to be together and have thoughts and, you know, feelings and think and express themselves, Al? Why can't they have a place where,
Listen,
you know?
The world's ready for that.
All right, our friends are back. They've got all the anti-Yakuza laws memorized. We can't get rid of them.
The BJ crew.
Damn those BJ. That should have been a part of the localization, just calling them BJers, you know?
Well, damn.
That's a huge missed opportunity. Boss, the BJers are back. And they're steaming.
Mmm.
You don't get it. I hire people that got nowhere else to go. I can be as mean as I want. He's got it figured out. I can do what I want. They got nowhere to go.
Okay.
Sometimes I pay them in crackers, they can't say nothing. I tell them these senbei cookies are as good as yen. They believe me.
I mean, can you eat yen? I don't think so.
I mean, there's a lot of things you can eat, but it's will you, gain sustenance off of eating it? I think it's the proper question you need to be asking. Ooh, he's got some choices. Women with nowhere else to go work like their lives depend on it, because it does. Hey, only 30 more minutes of stair-stepping. Make that like 29 and a half. It's a major plot beat. Lots of cutscenes, How has Ben finding the cutscenes? I honestly don't mind them. But fellow Team Malorder Cat was watching and said that she would have noped out of the game well into the introduction.
I am not actually certain. He is indisposed at the moment. I will ask when he gets back.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, Joe, this is indeed a microcosm of capitalism. There you go, it's work. Sex work is real work. Ichiban Saga. Like everybody just dead staring at him because he's saying, please respect people. All right, we officially work at the bathhouse. Now I got to deal with the BJers. Well, if it isn't the BJ brothers and sisters, Zell.
Yeah, if it isn't them.
If it isn't the United Colors of BJ.
Hey. What?
We work here. You remember us. Midge sent me a message. I can't read it. My phone's too far away.
Oh no.
I also realized I forgot to turn the now recording light on. Just dropping every single ball at my disposal.
Off. What is this, a weekend or something?
Yeah. And I'm not even working for it. My friends, us, the BJ crew, hates the gray zone. It's dark stains on Japan. The BJ crew wants to just make everything white. They just want to white it out. This BJ crew, yep, that's what they want. Lots of white everywhere.
True.
Yep.
I mean, it's a wholesome color.
Uh-huh.
No.
Speaking of taking a whiz outside, so there was a confirmation ceremony going on at the church near where we live the other day, Zell, right? We're coming home, and we live on, a street with not a lot of houses, so it's good, like, we know, like, should this person be here or not? We look after each other, in a positive way, like, not look after each other, parentheses, weird spying neighbors that suck.
Yeah, no, I have been inspecting every now and again. A neighbor will stop by and be like, "Yo, what's up?"
Yeah, what are you doing here? Just checking in.
Here's my work order, and they'll be like, "Cool, carry on."
Yeah, I do a thing with the student workers at work when I go into certain areas, I just walk straight past them, I don't acknowledge them, because I'm wondering, did anybody train them on how to run a desk? And they have yet to ever stop me. I don't wear any identification. I'm wearing street clothes, you know, I'm not even in a suit, so I don't look important, but, yep. I give them the teachable moment, like, hey, you really need to ask, hello, excuse me, sir or madam, can I help you? Who are you looking for? Oh, this might not be the right place. But, you know, it's an ongoing process. They're trying their best. But anyway, so this jerk was parked perpendicular, just blocking off the street long ways, and I couldn't quite figure out what was going, so, Midge is back in the car into the driveway, and then I realized it was 2 adults and a kid. One of the adults and one of the kids was just out and pissing on the end of the street.
Awesome.
And this was like 2 in the afternoon.
Like you do.
Yeah, and okay, I'm not saying I haven't whizzed outside at 2 in the afternoon, but you know what I did? I at least like ducked behind a tree or a building, a dumpster.
Right?
Yeah. And everybody on the street was home too. So I don't know if it was a sex thing or not. I really hope it wasn't a sex thing and they were just horribly inconsiderate. But it could have been a sex thing. And, yeah, that was yesterday. Joe, can't we just call their actions harassment? I'm sure there's some fine legal line that's going on, but also if, we learn the later bits of the game, they're being funded by politicians, so nothing's gonna happen. I don't know if we've learned that in-game yet. Ooh, 25 more minutes. Okay, so yeah, there we go. They keep their numbers low enough that by rounding error, they don't need a permit to do what they're doing. They just like to rules lawyer. That's essentially, you know, the old BJers. Bunch of rules lawyers, a whole lot of them. Yeah, gray area for me, but not for thee, Joe. You got it. Every protest? I don't know.
Sup?
Oh, each got him, Joe. He's disgusted with himself for graying out. He grayed himself all over the place.
Oh no! Let's get out of here. Someone called out our hypocrisy.
Don't trip on a used rubber. Yeah, they don't care. Hypocrisy's a show of force. Joe's got it.
Oh.
Your address is... brothel. I gotta say, folks, some of my favorite apartments have absolutely been the ones that are next to or above or below a noisy place, because then I can make as much noise as I want as well. And they can't do nothing about it. It's a pretty sweet system when, you know, you're just a degen. Just putting that out there.
What was that?
He's gullible. Ugh.
No, I'm not. I'm Saga.
Womp, womp, womp. So Zell, while we have some more plot to dump here, let me get some advice from you, my dear friend. What do you think's the best way I can raise that 350 before we have to start the marathon? And again, I think some people might say, hey, but Geoff, surely pain mode's funnier if you're already in the middle of the run and a little bit drunk. But as Skippy pointed out when we did the practice pain mode run, and I was sober the whole time and not drinking, I managed to turn a gray shirt translucent. So
Whoa.
I think, I think the pure amount of sweat dumping out of my body is really going to make that worth it. And also, as I have alluded to, there's some costumes. The primary costume is not here. I don't know if it'll make it in time. I have a really, really good backup one. So I'm not necessarily going to be in athletic attire this time around. So I think ruining those clothes might be a good hot move. But yeah, so trying to get that final 350 before we start on Saturday the 2nd around 1 p.m. Eastern. What do you think my best bets are?
I really don't know, because I don't do a lot of marketing for, like, my crafting or anything, so I don't, I have never really thought about outreach techniques or anything like that.
I'm hoping just, every 6 months. I'm sure hoping just going and doing multiple streams a day from, not tomorrow, but the following Monday. Actually, no, it'll be next Sunday is when I'm going to start getting weird. Just really pushing more streams. I hope that'll do it. Gonna be smart. I'm gonna take a pause on the cardio souls at that point, but, you know, I don't want to blow out a stepper or my knees, but I feel like, if you remember last year when we did the Ring Fit Adventures, since I have this whole greened out area, what if I just use that to insert myself in, and, you know, that's the doofus stream for an hour a day. I think that's a good one.
Okay.
There's also more Fire Pro coming up. Finishing up the dragons. Maybe the Midge one. The people like Midge. She is, you know, smarter and funnier than me. Maybe that'll bring in a buck or three. Oh man, 19 more minutes. Wonder if we'll get out of this whole plot dump.
No.
Well, I know there's a whole nother cutscene bonanza once we move on from this part to the next part of this quest.
Wow.
Yep.
The good thing about this, though, is we get our 4th party member. We get Psycho. She's great.
What?
She bashes people with her handbag.
Yeah.
Nah.
Now, I'm no gynecologist, Zell, but me, no me, I know something or two about the cycles of women. And, which is basically his argument that he's getting into. Zell, I'm gonna blow your mind here, right?
Okay.
You as essentially a woman, you know, we know sometimes dragon, sometimes woman, sometimes both, sometimes neither. You know, we all just wear the hats we need to wear. Stress has no effect on the female form, right? It just rolls off like water off a duck's back.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It would never do.
It doesn't even have to be like the type of stress doesn't even matter. Like.
Oh, okay.
When I was in high school doing marching band regularly, you know, that it stayed steady the entire way through. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, athletics. You know. Never caused a lady no troubles, you know, it's, just a veritable fertile crescent there, right? Like by the Tigris and Euphrates. He's got a very strong grasp on female anatomy and reproductive systems, is what I'm saying about good old Nonomina here. Which is why, in Infinite Wealth, you know, his Golden Towers-esque resort also has a women's clinic. He really turns it around in this game. He really turns it around. Under eating? No, no, what you consume has nothing to do with anything in any body, regardless of, you know, what you got going inside.
Yeah.
Lactose intolerance is a myth. You know, it's just the people that say, oh, it's gonna, you know, cause me trouble, they're just eating more cheese in the bathroom. That's it. Yeah. Because you don't want to share. They're just greedy. They're just greedy, though. They're greedy and they're great actors. Because they make you think they got the runs. No. Just, it's cheese time. Private cheese time. Do you remember the episode of The Simpsons where Homer, you know, had a drinking problem and he was hiding beers in the back of the toilet? Look in your toilet tanks at home. If somebody claims they have IBS, they probably got, you know, a block of Brie or Romano floating in there.
I don't think Brie comes in blocks. I think it's too soft for that.
No, well, it's soft, so you can form it into shapes, kind of like Play-Doh. Yeah, there you go. Joe's got it. Cheese time's what I call it when I hop on Discord. Gotta go have some cheese time.
How do you like the cutscenes in this game, Ben?
It can be a little weird because some of them are voiced and some of them aren't, and it's kind of arbitrary, but overall,
there we go.
I got him.
Ben enjoys the cutscenes, but it's weird because sometimes they're acted and sometimes they cheaped out.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I don't quite get the disconnect. Like, I have the disc version of the Samurai game they put out. But, like, even so, I imagine they're really not running into space limitations. And also, they absolutely, you know, download and install stuff on the actual drive, so it's like, come on, you can't compress it and just unzip it?
See you later. And ready when you...
Okay.
Get her to come back, and I'll give you a free coffee. Pretty sure that was
thumbs
all
up and an I appreciate you.
He knows his employees both on and off the clock. I mean, he stalks them.
Hello.
Hey, Joe. What's happening?
Hello. Is it cheese time?
It's cheese time.
What you munching on there, bud?
I don't know cheese.
Cheese time was last night when Josh was teaching me how to play Hitman.
Oh yeah, you gotta cheese that game. It's a video game-ass video game.
It's a lot of fun. I would like to eventually get good enough at it that I don't need to be popping save states to stop having to kind of cut down on the run back stuff, but yeah, it is very silly
where
fun.
You want to know where your F5 and your F7 is.
Well, I'm playing
Especially
it on console,
earlier.
so I do not have the keyboard to help me.
Damn.
I'll say that's another one that Ben used to stream, but he was on PC for it.
It feels like you really want to have just like left trigger, save, right trigger, load.
Sadly, they use those for like aim and fire.
Oh, fuck that.
Just because I'm a sleazebag doesn't mean I got a life sleazebags. I'm a self-loathing sleazebag.
Okay.
Let's go to this cafe. Oh, 12 more minutes. All right. We're doing great.
Allegedly goes to.
Wrong direction. There it is. I sure hope we don't gotta break any more necks along the way. That would be terrible.
Just the worst.
I hate it. Who's a big boy?
Oh no, they got like red indicators over their heads.
They must be bad. He's got a big bottle of sodas.
It's a big bottle.
Ah, hate that
Such a
sign.
big bottle.
The sign was in the way. We had to get rid of it. All right, dine and dasher. You're not gonna dine or dash on this.
Ah, that motorcycle as well.
Feeling good.
Yeah!
There's a recurring quest in Yakuza 3 where you gotta chase down a Dino Dasher.
Really?
Yeah, and he has a whole character arc.
Mm.
It's not deep writing, but you know, it's kind of funny that they try to put pathos into that guy.
It's not deep writing, but it's writing.
It's funny. It's a joke.
Damn.
It's a good joke.
Words
Hey,
were thought up and
look over
expressed
there.
either in a paper or digital form. Therefore, it is writing.
Mostly in text.
Let's get some answers out of her.
She's
I seriously
alone.
doubt she'd ever admit to it.
Yeah.
Zell, once again, can you confirm women canonically are
I assume
never
we trust
alone
the
in
former
public, right?
detective on this one.
I mean, I don't go anywhere without my escort, so...
By
Sorry,
escort, she means
we're
her
full right now.
revolver.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
meeting someone inside.
My escort, I mean my knife.
Well, you know, you go to reach for a gun, and then you pull out a knife,
sitting
and
down
they're
with
very
Ghostnola.
confused because you brought a knife
Maybe
to a
she's
gunfight,
dating him
and that's
on
when
the
you
side.
stab him.
Could be.
That's what Sean Connery
Let's
didn't
try and
understand in
eavesdrop
The
on their
Untouchables.
conversation. How do we do that? We can't hear anything out
You know,
here.
I've never had to
I got
meet
this.
a
Call me on
server
your
by
phone.
the door of a cafe and be
Okay.
shown to a table at. Like,
I have, like, sometimes they'll have, like, the little mud room, but they'll have, you know, the table right there, and just,
Can I just use the
you
bathroom?
know, to put you on the list.
I'm about to piss myself.
And that's usually the point where I'm a baby and I tell everybody, look,
Go ahead.
I ain't waiting 30 minutes to eat. Let's go across the street. Or they let you sit down, and then, you know, I'm happy and not a jerk. Here's the thing about me, friends.
Sorry, you
I
had to
find
come
waiting
all
in
the way
line
out
to
here.
eat food the dumbest thing when there's another option with no line within, you know, visual distance.
Are you alright?
oh yeah.
You look really tired.
Obviously, these two are like the only ones talking, because that plant was closer to the other table than it is to the two we're eavesdropping on.
Money.
I mean, they're just in there with headphones in, listening to a podcast, doing some crossword puzzle, you know, it's fine. See, those men are on their phones. Why would they be talking?
2 million yen.
That's a lot of money. That she scraped up.
30 grand? That's fine.
Carry out the procedure.
But
We can carry out
maybe we don't even...
the procedure.
I'm worried.
Don't tell me. Your father deserves
I was
to
kind
be
of
at
hoping that
peace.
this, with the interference stuff,
After all this
would
time,
turn into one of those where at the end we find out it was a crazy, you know, miscommunication, and that, you know, the guy was on the up and up. But that's not it.
But does it have to...
That's true, but you shouldn't
Sounds
keep
like
out.
it's about to get heavy either way.
Yeah.
Don't you see the
Warning, folks. So yeah, we're gonna go to an old folks' home where they're basically harvesting their organs and stealing their money.
It's just my father's...
And that part I don't quite get because, you know, once you reach a certain age, your organs are not that good. But I guess they're just doing like black market selling and just being like, yes, this is the kidneys of a 20-year-old man who was a
Yeah.
marathon runner, an Olympian no less.
And never had a drop of drink.
This liver doesn't have cirrhosis. Your eyes have cirrhosis, doctor.
But I feel so guilty. Please.
I understand your concerns, but we're done here.
Why did she give him money? And it was 2 million. Nothing to sneeze at. You think Nano Hassan's wrapped up in something bad? Like what? I don't know.
2 million is like
Just have to
most
ask
of a
her
new
and find out.
car.
Yeah, I mean, I wish a new car was only 20 grand right now.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be real nice.
Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe it's enough for a K car.
Apologies don't fix
I keep finding such conflicting information about whether I can get a K car and
Come on,
take it in
this
New
shit.
Jersey.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
In a hurry.
I think
no,
the regulation is that it's got to be at least 20 years old, so it classifies as a classic car
See ya.
by the standards of the American Hot Rod Association.
More so it's registering the car in New Jersey, where
Oh yeah.
if it is already currently registered here, it's apparently fine. If it's not, it can be a pain in the ass to get it registered.
Cool.
And yeah, it's just a whole thing.
Check this out.
So just get it registered in Delaware and then registered in Jersey.
I've had a lot of issues dealing with the New Jersey Motor Vehicle Service in recent time that I'm not willing to do something off of somebody on the website it'll work. So the last thing that happened was I was getting my enhanced driver's license, and I brought them my passport, which is a federal document. And they said it wasn't valid because in my Italian last name, there was a space on that document, but not on the others. And
Oh, fuck you.
Yep. And
Yeah,
like anybody with one of these names knows, like, if you looked in the phone book as a kid, there's 9 different spellings with, you know, added or subtracted consonants and vowels or substitutions of vowels. And it was a whole thing. So I had to just take the one issued with the space, and then once that arrived in the mail, take that to a different motor vehicle office and pay to get it corrected. Because it's easier to pay them the fee to fix a spelling error than to have gotten the passport corrected, because then you're, you know, waiting on Johnny Gov to get you documents. But that's all set up. But yeah, given their anal retentive nature over that, I really don't want to get stuck with a car from overseas that I won't be able to use, and then have to offload for like a fifth of what I paid for it.
So your best bet would be to find somebody else's K car within your state that's already registered and buy that off them.
Yeah, I suppose. Or I could just keep, you know, walking and riding my bicycle places, because that works as well. It is much more of a silly want than a hard need at this point.
Oh, definitely.
Social Welfare Corporation?
Speaking
Sounds like
of,
old
they're
folks.
finally
Pretty classic
finishing the
It's from the Meiji era.
the sidewalk on the other side of the street.
Hey, I'll get a moped. I've had a moped in the past. I think if I do anything, I'm going to get one of them e-bikes.
Smell the money from out here.
I used to scoot around on a knockoff Vespa when I was up in Maine. They're okay, but I feel like, you know, as tiny as a K car is, there's a bit more protection and less chance of having my skull split open if somebody plows into me than on a moped.
Also AC.
She's paying that guy to keep her dad.
Not all of them have heating and cooling.
I don't care.
You have to make sure to look at the fine print.
Pay $2 million in cash.
It's like,
plus, why would she pay her dad's rent?
You know, when it's rainy, you don't get rained on.
Remember what they said when we eavesdropped?
Also that.
She begged to see her dad, and it didn't move him at all.
Like, my main reason for having a car is just like, yeah, you can wear a jacket, you can wear all sorts of protective clothing, but at the end of the day, just having steel and glass around you is much more protective.
Yes, this is the front desk of Sunlight Castle.
Is there a man living here with a daughter named Nanoha?
Do you mean Nanoha Mukoda? Yes,
I sure do.
Her father is a resident here. How may I help you?
We work with Nanoha at the same place of business. Can we come
We're just 3 creeps that work with her. We followed her over.
That was predictable. We're not here to see him, actually. Truth is, I'm looking for a home for my own father. Nanoha-san said your facility is great, so I wanted to check it out.
I'm terribly sorry. You can't come inside unless accompanied by a current lessee.
Wow, that's slick.
Yes.
You can't come in unless family is there.
Please visit our homepage online.
Then you can't come in unless you have some. Yeah, just no.
It's very convenient.
Oh,
Goodbye.
This game is full of cyclical systems.
Something's definitely shady about this place.
Let us all stare directly into this camera, because we're not going to get jobs to go undercover here. Alright, return to Otohime Land. Can do. Just take a nice little run through the city. What's the worst that could happen?
So it's all about breaking cycles. I like it. This is themes.
The game's got themes.
There's themes.
Yeah. Speaking of themes, we're at the theme of... I'm almost done. We got like 20 seconds left, so...
Nice.
And the only way to break these cycles is to get into the gray area, which is something that the
BJers.
crew... Yeah.
The BJ crew.
They oppose it.
Oh, they can't stand it.
They want to keep people out because they're asshole racists. They want to maintain the cycles that keep certain people out.
Oof, we're almost at 102 hours. Damn. That's wild. Well, we saved. We learned. We did. I think I need to help Midge outside with some stuff. Oof, I might catch my breath.
That.
Yeah, it's generally a thing I try to do when she asks for a hand.
Oh yeah.
I was kind of, again, I didn't put on my busy sign, so she didn't know I was doing things. I think she thought I was maybe just goofing off down here. Waka waka waka.
You were, but...
Yeah, okay, but for a reason.
It's for the children. Goofing for the children.
If you're gonna do a goof for a good cause, I feel.
Hell yeah.
And, you know, Extra Life was a great cause. We're almost at game day. A mere 13 days, 0 hours, oh boy, 11 minutes and 14 seconds from now. Well, in those times that's left, I'm just trying to get 350 more dollary dues. That hits our $2,000 goal for the year, and once we hit the goal, that means it's pain mode for the Dark Souls run, and I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate it, but it's gonna be hilarious for everybody else. So I hope you all enjoy it. Zell and Joe, thanks for hanging out. Hallman, thanks for hanging out, and I'm gonna eat breakfast, lunch, and take a shower. Smell y'all later.
Awesome. Enjoy.
Bye.